Greetings and salutations. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a squirrel trail to look into Scentsy a smidgen, and I will be directing you also to, I guess, our resident anti-MLM Scentsy expert, Sam D, and you'll be able to find all of the answers to the questions that you may be asking, because we certainly don't know all the answers. We're just going to be getting nosy, so... This is my hat that Lynn made me, and I love it so much, and I'm going to play the Turkey Lurkey intro, and I'll be right back. Oh my god, where did I put it? Whoops. Wrong one. I'm back. Oh, yay. Our thumbs downers are here. I love that for us. Thanks so much. I appreciate your support. Yay, engagement. Where's my songs?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, we are going to be doing a little bit of a Scentsy dive, and here's what happened in the monk voice. I watched Sam D. If you don't know who Sam D is, you're missing out. Sam is an incredible anti-MLM creator. She does really great, funny videos that are concise and insightful, and she brings in pop culture clips while she's reacting to stuff. And she is, in my opinion, kind of one of the more expert people on Scentsy because the multi-level marketing company she was a part of. And so this is Sam's handle. I was watching Sam's video yesterday that she posted. Scentsy leaders hate my videos. And she had reacted to a top Scentsy person finding her content. And I thought to myself, this is interesting. There's this person who is has this kind of leadership mentality that's a little bit twisty, a little bit culty, a little bit I'm not going to say dangerous. I'm going to say toxic. And I'm wondering if her upline shares the same type of beliefs, type of training style. So we're going to go on a snoopity snoop stream rabbit trail and see what happens. So let me show you the picture. I linked Sam's video in the description. So if you want to watch that and come back here, if you want to wait till the end of the stream to do that, this is the video that I linked in the description. She saw my video. This is a Scentsy top leader. She's been in Scentsy for a hell of a long time. So I'm going to read that description and of this leader that she's put on the Scentsy website. And then we're just going to see where the squirrel trail takes us. Beetle, what's up? Thanks so much, Shadow. I appreciate that. So there's the floof cam is up and running. The dogs are somewhere else. So let me zoom. There you go. Now you can look at this little floofy. This little floofy. I like the stream too. Thanks so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your support. Thumbs downers. Thank you for your support. I'm going to pull up. And then we'll read it together. This is on her website. She's a superstar director. Listen, I'm only going to play the Hello Darkness, my old friend, only maybe a couple times per stream. So you're missing your opportunity to thumbs down later on in the stream, because then you'll get a song. Isn't it better to thumbs down and get a song? You know what I'm saying? I'm almost caught up on losing a day's worth of writing progress so I can start on today's goal. Awesome, Aya. Aya is doing the National Writers. Why can't I remember it? There's a daily goal, and they're trying to get to 50,000 words in the month of November. And writing like a novel. Going to go taste the nasty fermenting cider I started brewing last live. Cool. Is it supposed to be nasty? And how are you supposed to change it if it tastes bad? And the white rabbit is late somewhere. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I got some new transitions. So here we are, and I need to get to the correct overlay because I have to change this. Edit. I want to go to, I guess, Safari. There we go. Delightful. I have to move this then. I know y'all won't be able to read all of it, but I'll just have it on the screen. And so this person's name is Chloe, and they are a superstar director. Again, the only reason I found this person is because of Sam D. We're not going to be focusing on this person. We're going to be trying to find the upline to see if the mentality is the same. So that's what we're doing. Not me still singing the squirrel song in my head. I love it. It's just cloudy with the yeast. Oh, okay. All right. I married my soulmate. Maybe I can zoom in on this. Dude, that's kind of better. No, it is not better. There we go. Pretty good. I married my soulmate and love of my life on October 6, 2012, and I've been retired, all caps, as a nurse, all caps.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to read this in baby snark so we can enjoy it. I married my soulmate and love of my life on October 6, 2012, and have been retired, all caps, as a nurse, all caps, for 4 years. Thank you, Scentsy, all caps, exclamation point. I have always been a huge fan of Scentsy because of the quality/variety of the products, the amazing scents Scentsy had to offer, and most importantly, the safety of our products, exclamation point. I decided to become a member of the Scentsy family because my profession as a nurse can be stressful at times. So I wanted to be a part of something that would be fun and relaxing. Never in a million years would I think this was a full-time gig type of job. ... Not 3, but 4 dots, I think. I can't see. There's 4 dots. Huzzah. Hi, Sonia. Oh, hi, Harper! Do not touch the poo. Don't touch the poop. Drop a 1 if you promise not to touch the poop, okay? Nobody's touching it. Believe it or not, my husband purchased my Scentsy starter kit. Laughing face, smiley face, exclamation point. Yep, you read it. You read correctly. I did not want to sell anything. I was not a salesperson. I did not think I would be successful at direct sales. He told me that I could do this and be my own business owner. And I'm still not because I'm a 1099 contractor. Oh, wait, it doesn't say that. I had been using Scentsy for years and loved the products, but never thought that I could run my own business. ... Successfully anyways. Full stop. After my starter kit came and I realized that sharing Scentsy was contagious. I realized that sharing Scentsy was contagious. I couldn't get enough of making samples, putting basket parties together for my on-the-go customers, and sharing my business! Exclamation point. I am so thankful for my husband believing in me, more than I believed in myself at the time. I still need pick-me-ups time and time again from him. I'm trying to control my sarcasm. Without him and his support, Anchored Scents are now an amazing team with over 16,000 group members. Never would have been born, and lives would not be changing within myself and our team. Are they changing for the better? Let me be clear. On my mission, though, it is not simply just for the income. I know, weird, right? Don't get me wrong, though. Scentsy pays our bills. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Amen. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Full stop. However, I believe that God has me placed here to be a vessel to people who need this business to bless them! Exclamation point. Whether it be financially, free vacations, our relationships, or for them to have a place for them, I want to help them on the journey. Do you? Okay. Sorry. Here we go. I also am blessed to be the mother of a Lego and life-living 8-year-old boy. I'm confused. Does he like Legos? Named Brody. He's the reason I knew Scentsy could give me a better life and more time with him. Those were all caps. We also have a 3 all caps year-old named Cece August! Exclamation point. I'm so thankful to not have to worry about maternity leave time with Cece because I call my own shots in this business and can stay home with her as long as I want. Football hands, goal hands. Scentsy also allowed me to stay out of work longer for maternity leave with my son as a supplemental income. When I was a nurse working 12-hour shifts without paid time off and has financially... What? Scentsy also allowed me to stay out of work longer for maternity leave with my son as a supplemental income. There's no... Okay, when I was a nurse working 12-hour shifts without paid time off and has financially blessed my family. Plus, there isn't just income to be gained, which is an obvious plus. But we earn free trips too. It's not free, it's deferred income, but go off. Yes, free. No, it is not. It's deferred income. I have been to numerous asterisk January 2022 top 75 earners of the previous incentive. Numerous beautiful dream destinations I couldn't have dreamed of going on to include January 2022 top 75 earner of the previous incentive. We took the cash payout. April 2021 level 5 earner from the incentive. The choice was Disney, Colorado, or a $9,400 payout. Did you pay tax on that? Because it's deferred income. June 2019, top 100 earner to Miami Beach and Marco Island in South Florida. It was amazing. January 2019, the Moon Palace Resort in Mexico. She's using asterisks as what? I'm confused. June 2018, 9-day and night cruise around the Mediterranean. Spain was by far my favorite. Top 100 trip to South Africa. Greece, Athens and Mykonos? Isn't it Mykonos? Never mind. I don't know. Island, Mexico, twice. 7-day Caribbean cruise. 3-day Caribbean cruise. Disney World for 4 people. All expenses paid. And I paid tax on that. Boise, Idaho. That's where the home office is. New York City. I believe that God is doing something awesome with myself and our team through Scentsy. And You see something, Sarge? What do you see? He's not gonna move. You gotta go on the little one. Oh, good, sweet boy. You gonna be sweet? Yeah. What a sweet boy. He was sniffing Champy. I believe that God is doing something awesome with myself and our team through Scentsy, and I'm amazed at how much He, capital H-E, has blessed us. One of the coolest blessings happened November 2015, when I became a superstar director, the highest level on our compensation plan. 2015? Holy shit. To think that I started selling Scentsy just because I wanted to feed my own Scentsy addiction? To now providing 4 times the income that I made as a nurse. Doesn't even seem like real life. FTC, where are you? My only regret about the company is that I didn't join sooner. You didn't join at all because your husband did it for you. Don't let that be your regret. Don't let it, all caps. No exclamation point, only a full stop. Choose life. Don't let a boss dictate your freedom. Stop missing baseball games and birthday parties because of your J-O-B. The way I see it, that you have $99 to lose and unlimited income to gain. What's the last thing you spent $99 on that paid you back over and over? I don't know. Food? Giving nutrition to my body? Being able to function? Oh, I'll try to play it for him. Yes, he cannot hear baby snark. Let's see. Champy! I am currently looking for new people to bless and add to our Anchored Sense family. Our team is extremely supportive, and I would love to help you get started on this journey. Our company believes in quality products with quality service, which is exactly what my goal is with every addition added to our team. And you get commission with every one of those additions. Correct? Are you ready? It says, are ready to have your life changed and become your own boss? Question mark. Then this is the perfect business for you! Exclamation point. What are you waiting for? Don't be like me and wish you joined sooner! Exclamation point. It's only $99 to join, which includes your starter kit and a free website for 3 months. Plus being your own boss? Question mark. Hello! Exclamation point. If you are interested in joining my team, please click on the link below to get started. I will contact you with the rest. Oh, a broken link. How funny. You didn't link any of this shit. Click on the link. I can't because it's not a hyperlink. If you would like to host a party to earn free half-off Scentsy, click below to set up your personal shopping link. You can't click on it because it's not a hyperlink. I am looking forward to introducing you to all Scentsy has to offer and having you love it as much as I do. Anchored in love. Oops, Chloe.
This is a public service announcement to all people making a website. Check your links. Not just see if they're blue with an underline that they look like hyperlinks, but check them to make sure they go to the right page. And check if they're broken. Thank you. Oh, hello, Charlene. Okay, so I want to see if we can just Google who her upline is. Because, as I said, Sam D is the expert supreme of Scentsy. And I've linked Sam's channel below, and the video with this little intro I just read is the person who went off on Sam in her stories. Yeah, I'm not trying to comment on spelling or grammar stuff. I am making a little bit of a comment on like the ellipses, but I'm not trying to comment on spelling or missing words because Harper's been helping me a lot with that, so I'm trying not to do it. Sometimes I do have a hard time reading it because I don't read very like cohesively at times, and that when they're missing words, I have a hard time like understanding what the sentence is saying. But I'm not trying to be a supreme asshole. I'm only like the asshole's just kind of like slipping through a little bit. Bless me with craft supplies. Yes. Champy, a good napper. He's a good nap taker. Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can do so she has a site. Oh. I may have to go to how I built a 6-figure income with Scentsy. So that's Chloe. What I am going to do, I'm just trying to find her upline. So I'm going to have to go to her Instagram real quick. Because I'm trying to find her upline. I hope I'm logged in. Of course I'm not. Copy, open, Chrome. Okay, we got this. I'm trying to see who our upline is. Oh my god. It may be harder. 7 beds, 10 beds, 17 dogs. Holy crap. Oh, we are talking about Scentsy. So, here's the long story long. Sam D is an anti-MLM creator, and Sam D covers Scentsy a lot because I think she was either in Pink Zebra or she was in Scentsy, but she knows a shit ton about Scentsy, and she covers them. She does it in a really great way. Her editing skills are awesome. Her presentation, her lighting, her sound, incredible. And she did a video yesterday that I watched, and this tippity top leader in Scentsy went off in her stories about some videos that Sam had made. And Sam is snarky but reasonable. Doesn't like have the she professional professional snarky and this lady was not having it. So I was wondering if this type of mentality, obviously we've seen it in Oh, you're good. I appreciate it. I just want you to know that I'm trying to like be better and be more like open and understanding about um stuff like that. And I appreciate you still like speaking out about it and helping other people learn too. Um and so I was wondering if this type of mentality is shared by the people who are on her team or who are above her. So we're going on a deep dive, I guess. But I'm not trying to this is more looking at the bite model of authoritarian control and the influence continuum and seeing if there is a connection point on people associated with this team. That's all. Who is And maybe I should have just asked Sam. But it was interesting to hear the income claims. Has anyone watched the Twins Flame Universe documentary? No. Hi, Jolene. Thank you, Lynn made it for me. Sam was in Scentsy? Okay. I wasn't sure if she was in Scentsy or in, I know she covers Pink Zebra as well. Hello! Nilkita, how are you? I'm wondering. Let me see. I don't know if Sam's on. Scentsy top leaders, top earners. Scentsy, the Candle Boutique, top 150 earners. That's UK though. That's an incentive trip. Never mind. Oh no. Oh, I gotta take my medicine. I'll be right back. Oh, I can do my be right back scene. Okay. Oh, cool. Good to see you now, Kita. Chloe kept saying she doesn't listen to any criticism of her or Scentsy at all, ever. I will say this. Watching something online can be hard to hear. And then when you are able to take the time to listen to it, maybe someone else listens to it for you so you can separate some of your emotion. And sometimes you still disagree with the critique. That's fine. I'm hoping that people can see that the multi-level marketing is a broken compensation model. But at that point, it gets twisty because of relationships, because of how the comp plan works, the bite model, the influence continuum, all of it gets twisty. Beachbody stock price holding not so strong at 16 cents. Holy guacamole. I wonder why they won't get delisted. I don't understand that. I don't understand. Okay. Scentsy Awards. Sensational Start and Shooting Star Awards. Okay. I don't want to know this. YouTube. I want to see like Scentsy convention. Is there a Scentsy convention? Okay. Oh, it's called Scentsy Family Reunion. Sam covered it. So go sub to Sam. Seriously. My unboxing my SF Scentsy Family Reunion 2023 convention kit. That's from 4 months ago. All I want to know. I want to see like an awards. Scentsy Family Reunion Awards. Scentsy Family Reunion 2023. Where is Scentsy Family Reunion 2024? Orlando, Florida. I wish I wasn't an umpty and could figure this out. We're going to be rating Aaron's stream at 5. So if you want to pregame here, if you need to pop in and pop out, that's totally fine. I'm going to get stuff on the screen in a second. And I know my hat is keying out. Let's go over here. I need to change this one. Dang it. Edit. Sorry. Oh my God. We'll just take this off right now. All right. Scentsy family reunion. Top ranks. Scentsy family reunion announcement. So, Sam covered that, but I'm trying to see the awards. Day 2 recap, day 1 recap. Okay. New fall catalog, products revealed. Washer Whiffs winners, Ocean Coconut. Okay, Monsters Inc. Scentsy collection. Global Top 50 Bora Bora trip. So they didn't have any of these to look at. Hogwarts House's mini Scentsy warmers. So there's stuff that people are going to get really excited to buy. I wonder if I do this. Global Top 50 Bora Bora trip. Scentsy family reunion. Global Top 50 Bora Bora trip. So how do we see who's the top? Current, active, rank versus title. The Candle Boutique. Let's see. Oh, this is just someone. List. Yeah. It's 6 Eastern, 5 Central. I don't know the PSD ones. Gregory Schmeggery. Just saying the word Scentsy made me LMFAO. Yeah. Yeah, the fact they call it family is twisty. For sure. Scentsy was nice but pricey. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, their stuff's cute. I just am trying to find the top earner. Let's see. Let's go to Business for Home. I know this is a pro MLM site. I'm looking for momentum ranks, top earner ranks. Search. Rank 94. Oh, we've dipped. Holy crap. Wow. I'm looking for top earners. Okay. So, Scentsy doesn't make shit. Lindsay Bates, Nicole Furlan, Diana Dreyer, Jen Howick. Of course. Of course. What in the world? Yep, for her, for sure. Cheese in on the mousetrap. Yep. One of my childhood friends is in Scentsy. She wrote me a hey hun message and I found Kiki. Been anti-MLM for 3 years now. That's awesome, Harper. 3 PSD. I'm sure you're right, Karina. Hello, Jessica. So I guess my next thing would be a rank sheet. Top earner Scentsy. Highest paying jobs at Scentsy. What? Kara Egan. Kara and Troy Egan are living in Salt Lake City, Utah, and manage their own team of 42,000 plus Scentsy consultants, with a group wholesale volume of around $5 million monthly. So is she still in Scentsy? That would be the key. She's also in Utah, and so is Chloe. So if Chloe was going to join someone's team, it might be hers. Kara Egan Scentsy. Wax strong scents. A gifted storyteller. Co-founder and superstar director at Scentsy. Holy shit. Oh, it was founded by Kara Egan. She's a consultant and she's... Stop it right now. Stop it right now. She's a consultant and... multi-level marketing, founded in 2003, Kara Egan and Colette Gunnell. Headquarters in Meridian, Idaho. Heidi Thompson is the CEO. Orville Thompson is the CEO. So I'm confused. Founders and key people? Oh, Orville and Heidi purchased it from Egan and Gunnell. So Kara's a master distributor. Scentsy Success was acquired by Scentsy in 2008. Oh my God. Okay. Multi-level marketing. We got it. So Kara Egan created it with Colette, and then Heidi and Orville bought it. Holy crap. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Another CEO is a master distributor or founder. I mean, yeah, same thing. Yeah, co-founder Kara Egan remained with the company as a consultant, i.e. master distributor. For sure, master distributor. Okay. So that's good to know. So she must have everyone underneath her. Scentsy has grown tremendously in the past 9 years. This is from 2012. So this is an interview. I'm not going to read it. Interestingly enough, Kara Egan is not one of these top earners, though. Lindsay Bates. Lindse Bates. Scentsy. We live in the Austin, Texas area. Superstar director. Okay, so we got this one. And we're going to go to Nicole Furland. Scentsy Nicole Furland. GoWickless.com. Over the past 15 years, I've dedicated my time to not only selling Scentsy, but to building a great Scentsy team. You've been in for 15 years? Superstar director. Okay. Then Diana Dreyer. Oops. Superstar director. Welcome to my page. She's been with Scentsy since 2006. Okay. Then we got Jen Howick. Independent Scentsy consultant. Oh, is she not in Scentsy anymore? What is this? An opportunity to experience the inspiration perspectives that allow you to shift your mindset and take action? Do we want to watch this? Because I want to. This is fire. Our special guest, Liz Howick, brings the heat with some of the best business advice. I'm doing it.
This computer.
Holy shit. Do y'all want to do this? I'll wait for y'all to say yes or no. Just like Carl and Brian, allegedly. Yep. So these 4 people are... Oh my god, look at this cat. Look at this cat. Oh, I'm not on top. Wait. Elgato? Where's my... Dang it. No. Okay. Okay, there it is. Why do I have 3 of them? I want to be a floating head. Okay. Now I can be a floating head. Look at this cat. Tell me we don't want to react to this just because we have this cat here now. I want to do it. I'm being selfish. Yes. Okay, let's go.
I better shut my door. My son is on his phone.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Night Shift. It is March 30th, and here we are wrapping up another month. I don't know if you can believe it. I can't believe it, but first month of the catalog season is complete. We hope it's been a good one. We hope you've enjoyed these new products and all that goes with that. Tonight, our question is for our panelists, and of course, if you want to answer this in any of your chats, feel free to. The question is going to be,
Tell us.
how do you fit Scentsy into your everyday life? So does anybody want to kick us off with that? I think we have Melissa, Jill, Heather, JP.
What do you mean, how do you fit Scentsy? Oh, the business. I'm sorry. I'm like, you just take the wax melt and you put it in the warmer and you turn it on. Look at this cat. I'm in love with this cat. Don't worry, I won't join this company, but look at this floofy, look at this floofy floof, this royalty of floofiness right here. Oh my God, I'm in love. I'm in love. I can't help it.
Me and myself today.
Oh.
Go ahead, my dear.
I would say, and if you guys, I assume most of you watch Instagram stories, scrolling through Facebook stories, whatever you're doing. So I have to say that it took a little bit to get out of the mindset that we are all selling something and to just weave Scentsy into your daily life. So for instance, if you're getting on Instagram stories or whatever stories is a great place to just drop little snippets of your day every day so that people can become invested in what you're doing. So I think it's super important for me anyway, is just to have natural conversations. For example, the other day, yesterday, actually, it was yesterday. I went to the post office for the first time in, I don't even know how long. We all use Pirate Ship. Most of us ship from here. We don't really have to, or post office will pick things up.
Oh my God.
But I had my
Look.
save the dates. So I went in because someone said that I had to hand cancel and do all these things.
Beautiful.
And in my stories, I was telling the story, but I just randomly said
beautiful too.
and how much I was dreading going because, sorry for any postal workers, a lot of them aren't known for being super friendly at the post office.
That's because
I
they get
just
treated
said
like shit
how
by
I even
people.
brought Scentsy scent circles with me. I didn't really expand on that, but I just said that I brought Scentsy gifts with me so that I could give them out, whether they were nice or not, hoping that would help them be nice to me.
You're not allowed to do that.
You don't
at
always
the
have
store.
to be selling. You just have to weave it into your conversation so it sounds natural, because then more people that don't know are going to be like, oh, what's a scent
You
circle?
okay?
What are you talking about? Can I see what you gave them? It strikes up conversation. So I think if you get into that mode of when you're on stories, you're creating a reel, that you're talking to all your friends. I think that's the easiest way to kind of describe it. And just think about how you can just weave Scentsy into natural conversation so that more people will ask you what it is and you can strike up those conversations. Heather?
Can I just reaffirm, if you are watching this, if you've even got to this part in the stream, because it's been a hell of a squirrel trail so far. Yes, it is exhausting to keep sales in the forefront of your mind for every single connection you could possibly have in the day. Yes, it is exhausting. Yes, there is something twisty about exploiting every single interaction, your current relationships, your current friendships, your current family connections, to eventually talk them into the sales sphere. It's exhausting. And you have to do that in multi-level marketing. Why aren't they petting the cat? I think the cat's like in the crook of the arm of this person. I think this cat is like right in the crook of the arm, and I think this person's been petting the floof. I want to put a crown on that floof. Oh my God.
Yeah, so mine is, y'all know my daily routines. I mean, I fit Scentsy into everywhere I go. And how I do that is really striking up conversations and being kind to people, exactly how Jilly Sue was saying. It really has nothing to do with Scentsy at all. I will never lead out the gate with Scentsy. I want to get to know them. I want to ask questions about them. I met a friend for dinner tonight. The first thing I'm asking her is, hey, how are the grandkids? How's your daughter? How's your son? It is not about me. It is about them.
No, it is about you, because you're saying to be more strategic and more predatory and more hyper-focused on the other person so they let their guard down, and then you're going to find the pieces that they talk about so that you can bring up Scentsy. It's not about them. It's never about them. It's about waiting for them to stop talking. Let's be real. If you want more nice commentary on Scentsy, you should go to Sam D. I'm here, like, I'm not here for this. I'm trying to find an animated overlay for Champy. Hold on. The most important thing of this stream is Champy. Disney TV. No. Enchanted. Files. Webcam overlay animated. Animated. Blank. Is this it? Is this it? No. That's not it. Delete. Is this it? Enchanted webcam overlay. Blank. There we go. Now Champy can be animated. Deado. Good boy. Yo, good boy, Champy. I know you hate me. I love you. Okay.
How many questions can you ask them about them? But the most importantly, are you truly listening to what they're saying, right? You can ask questions till you're blue in the face, but if you're really not listening to that person and absorbing it, it doesn't mean anything, right? They can see that sincerity, and it really is about connecting to that person just as an individual way before businesses. People do business with those that they like, know, and trust, and you have to earn that way before you get in the door with Scentsy. So whenever I'm going, I'm wearing a Scentsy t-shirt. In fact, the bartender tonight, when we were out eating a taco salad, he says, Heather, you're not in a t-shirt. I said, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I'm not, because I have a Zoom call tonight and I have to get dressed up for it. And really, that's not the reason why I got dressed up for it. It's because my friend always dresses so cute. And I'm like, I better dress up in something other than a t-shirt because she always looks so cute. I'm going to surprise her and wear a non-t-shirt tonight. But the fact that he noticed that, right? Like it's those little conversations, those little things that mean nothing.
Look at this snuggle floof. Look at this little floof. Look at this little floof. I know. Look at this floof. Oh my God. Don't worry, I'm not going to join, but look at this floof. We can at least enjoy the floofs while we are loathing the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Oops.
But he feels like he knows me because I'm always in a t-shirt with my hair pulled back, right? That's what I'm known for. And it really is just connecting with those people. And then you can lead in the way. And he knows what I do. Everybody knows what I do because I will fit it into the conversation at the right time.
Oops.
There's a time and a place for everything.
I'm paused.
And you've got to fit it in naturally, because I think that's where most of us start feeling uncomfortable or scared. Like, I don't want to be the pushy salesperson. I don't want to shove it down your throat. 9 times out of 10, it's because you're leading that in a very weird conversation. It doesn't fit. So it'd be like me asking, hey, how are you doing this Thursday night? And you don't even answer me, and you skip talking about something else completely and don't even answer me. It's like, it just doesn't fit and have the conversation. So just get comfortable talking to people, having conversations, and it becomes a lot more natural the more you practice and the more you do it. And you can gradually just fit it into any conversation, whether that's a tire, the sticker on your car, whether, hey, what is your number? Let's get together. I think we would love fun having a bourbon night. And my text message says, I can't wait to talk to you, Heather Gorsuch, Scentsy Independent Consultant on the bottom, right? It's just an automatic tag. I'm not even saying it, but if I'm texting someone, it says it, right? There's like nonchalant ways to put little plugs in. So you can do that as well. Okay, JP, your turn.
So I had to think about this. You know, when we've been in as long as we have, it's sometimes like, how do I work it into my, and I had a couple of instances come to mind. I'm not going to share all of them, but a couple of things were triggered as Jill and Heather were sharing some things, but slow down. Like, if that makes sense. I had a list of all these deliveries I had to make yesterday. Boom, boom, boom. I got to go here. And I map it out in my head. I'm going to go here because then I can turn here and I can get them all in this really perfect movement. Right. Well, what happened is I walked in and I was just like, I'm just dropping this off. Right. I'm dropping this off. I'm going. However, someone said, oh, hey, didn't you go to Italy? I was like, oh, yes, I did. And then we just talked. And they're like, well, when did you go? And how did you go? Which then became, because I went to Italy through I earned it with Scentsy on the Mediterranean cruise. And I have found that a lot of my conversations that happen authentically have been because of the travels that I've gotten to do with Scentsy. So I think a lot of it is just that slowing down, like what Heather just said, listen to what people are talking about. Look at this cat. And really be able to give tips that aren't necessarily, here I have a fragrance for that. Here I have something for that. It's just sharing your experiences, because isn't that what Scentsy is? It's an experience, whether you're a consultant or you're, a customer, or you're just wanting things that smell good. It's an experience. That's what we want Scentsy to be, as an experience. And we want it to be a good one. And so that was a really good reminder for me to slow down. Just slow down and listen and pay attention to your surroundings. I hear people talk about going to the post office and having bad experiences. I have a great post office. I don't know if anybody else feels.
Not everybody does have a great post office, but it's a difficult situation because you're getting yelled at by people coming in to mail stuff. And it might not be you. You may have never yelled at anyone at the post office. I've been at the post office where someone's been screaming and cussing out the postal worker, and then they had to go get their manager. And it's like they're doing a lot of work that people need done, and maybe they don't get paid well for it, and they also get yelled at. It's not fun. You get jaded after a while. You sure do.
So I do. And for a long time, I was really not going to go to pirate ship because I wanted to go in and talk to my ladies. But you know what? They really thank me every time that I come in and drop my stuff off. They're like, we're so glad that you learned pirate ship. But it is just another opportunity, looking for those opportunities to, I'm not saying eavesdrop, okay? Don't eavesdrop on people, but look for those opportunities to share authentic experiences that you've had. Like I had a friend of mine messaged me the other day about, hey, doesn't your daughter live in Utah? What are some things I could do in Utah? Okay, I've been to Utah 600 million times. So I was able to share a lot of things, but I wanted her things. And, I was able to share, I went to the convention center a couple of years ago. I've been there. It's just been a really great experience to share. So I think authentically, I can say it comes from a lot of my travels. And they're not all necessarily incentive trips that I've earned. It may be of going to see friends in different parts of the country or different retreats, or it's a world tour. It's not necessarily always incentive trips. It's been anywhere that Scentsy has taken me in general. So sometimes that's just going to visit friends.
How come we don't have the speaker view on so we can be looking at the person who's speaking on the camera? No, we're not doing that? Got it. Can I just give a recommendation if you're running a Zoom call? Like, not out of my hatred for multi-level marketing, but out of like someone who gets... Now I say that. Do we love looking at this floof? Of course we do. Of course we do. But if you're like... with regards to a professional training, you're going to be able to keep more interest if you have the main speaker on the view. These Scentsy people should check if the wax melts are good for their pets. I think one of the things that they talk about is that because it's a warmer underneath, their cats there's not an issue of them knocking it over and starting a fire. I think they've said that before, and I don't know if the Scentsy people use essential oils, which are super potent. So I think they're probably okay, but I'm not the expert. Go watch Sam D's videos.
So I think that would be what I'd say, is just stopping and listening to those opportunities to share how Scentsy has taken you all the different places. Callie?
All right, I'm gonna have a really simple answer today. I apologize. Legit, there's a couple things I do, but the first one would be I always keep scent circles with a little label. I believe it's in the boards resources that you guys can access. And I feel like lately I'm really awkward in conversations. I don't know what's happened to me, but like I feel like sometimes those words don't come out the way I want. And so if I'm feeling that way, then I'm like, hey, I really enjoyed connecting with you today. So I want to give you something for my business that will make your day better and it will help your world smell great. And so that's what I really use scent circles for. Like they're my favorite thing ever. I give them some people at the bank. I give them to people that I run into. And then I also use it as an opportunity when I meet somebody that I really like connect with. It's more of like, you know what? I like you. I actually pull up my Instagram and I give them my link tree is linked through calitera.com. And so I just really try to connect with them more on social media. And when I see them follow, I go and follow back. And that's been pretty much how I fit it in. But it's just literally in the places that I go because I don't, most of you know my story. I don't have children. I don't go to a specific church. I don't go to school. Scensy's my full-time job. My husband, yes, he's in the military, but he keeps his work very separate. So Scentsy and this Scentsy circle are really, that's it. And so if I don't find...
So you have access to either enlisted wives or officers' wives. Yeah, if you're enlisted, it's not... Yeah, you can still be friends, but like, can you hang out as a couple if you're enlisted with an officer? No, same thing. Officer couple, you can't hang out with enlisted couple. Like, so you do have a group of people that you probably target. Dependents in the military. Can we just stop doing that, please? And yeah, is it still difficult to like find a job and keep a job when you move around every 2 years and the person you go to and they say, how long are you going to be staying here for? Or is this a long-term commitment you're able to give us? And you say, well, you know, my spouse is in the military and they don't give you the job because like you can only give them 2 or 3 years. Yeah, that sucks. It does suck. So I understand why people in the military give this a shot because these people in multi-level marketing are saying like, oh, well, you can move, you can do this, and will you move and you take care of the customers you already you already got here, and then you're going to be able to find new customers when you move. I understand it's a problem. I don't know what the solution is. All I know is that most people lose or don't make any money at all in multi-level marketing. Yeah, Dickens Christmas themed sounds so cool. And some of the Scentsy stuff looks cool. It's hard to say, like, I don't think that it is a good tactic to say all multi-level marketing products are shit. Because the people who like Scentsy stuff are going to hear that and they're going to say, well, I have really good quality Scentsy stuff and I really like them. I'm saying the compensation model is broken. You shouldn't have to pay to play. And within reason, just take a look at that. Just take a look at the compensation model and do a profit and loss statement. Hi, Sam. Yeah, it does suck, Elaine. Not everyone's like that, but you have to do like entry-level stuff, which is fine. But when you're qualified to do something else, it sucks. And then they won't hire you, or you hope that you can redirect the interview to where they don't ask you how long you're going to be here for. Yeah, I get that, Elaine, for sure. There's still some cool warmers out there you can get, but I'm just saying, like, some of the Scentsy stuff looks cool. Some of the Disney Scentsy stuff looks cool. And it's overpriced. Yeah, it's cool and it's overpriced. It's just, I think it's important to acknowledge that some of it looks cool.
Time to implement it when I'm out of the house in those simple ways, like the grocery store, talking to them there, wearing the shirt. I've had people say, so are you with Scentsy? Do you work with Scentsy? And I'll be like, no, I just like to wear their gear. I don't know. And then they laugh, right? And it's just kind of a joke or whatever. But it's just to kind of get that connection.
So lie to connect. Got it.
Melissa.
Yeah.
I think she's bathing Arison. She's going to pass.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. She's giving her sweet baby boy a quick bath. And so we can go ahead and introduce our awesome, amazing guest speaker.
The guest speaker is the Jen Howick, which is one of the top earners listed on Business for Home, which is a pro MLM site. Not everything is accurate here. Jen Howick allegedly at one time, I don't know, makes $5,000 a month. She may make more now. Who knows?
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go into our guest speaker tonight. So I had the opportunity to get to hear Miss Liz Howick at World Tour here in Meridian this last month, right? And I was listening to her and I was like, you know what? I really feel like what she presented today was something that more people in the field needed to hear. When we have those World Tours events, sometimes those things just jump out at you. She had a lot of resources, and I felt like and not that the other presentations weren't great and not that other parts of World Tour weren't great, but as I was looking around the room, I felt when I saw people taking pictures and notes and things like that, Liz's presentation was where it was at. And it was even some things that I needed a reminder of. I'm not going to tell you what it is because she is, but she's a superstar director that lives in Utah. So I did have also some opportunities to get to know her when I lived there and spend a little bit more time with her. And she is just like the sweetest soul. You'll get to hear how sweet she is. And so, Liz, I just want to say thank you for coming and hanging out with us this evening and sharing. And so if you want to just go ahead and tell us anything else about yourself, I did post her bio, so I'm not going to read her whole bio. If you want to go read that. But Liz, just go ahead and unmute and take it away, my dear.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Boom. I don't know. If you read my bio, you kind of got the gist. I'm just kind of a spaz. I get paid to be a spaz.
Okay, apologies for the language.
And that's why I love Scentsy, because I get to be myself, right? Born and raised in Utah. I lived in Kentucky for a while. We've got 3 kids that are mostly taller than me now. That's kind of creepy because when I started Scentsy, my baby was 2 months old and she's taller than me. So there's...
I don't know if she's meaning to. I didn't, when I first started making YouTube videos, I didn't know all of the terminology that was like ableist and not. I've been learning, in her saying that's not appropriate. I think that some people are ignorant and maybe not doing it intentionally, but yeah, it's not something I think is appropriate to say at all. So, and it is ableist.
There's that. I just feel old, especially today, because I've decided to take the plunge and grow my gray hair out, and I don't even recognize me on the camera. Anyway,
I think she's pretty.
so I was looking at my presentation today and wondering if I should screen share it because you guys won't be able to see it. Yes? Okay, Callie says go. All right, then you got to give me screen share. No.
Come on, let's go.
Welcome to the madness of my world right here. Let me see if I can start this slideshow.
FFS.
Nope. Somebody help me. Animation.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
gonna scroll. It's
At
fine.
the bottom.
It's fine. I got
No.
this.
Oh my God, at the
Hello,
bottom.
this
Well,
is
you do have your, there you go. You got it. I was gonna say, you have your Trello up, but now it's full screen. Perfect.
Well, I'll point that out in a second. Yeah.
Oh my
I just
God.
made it big. I just, how do I start the slideshow?
I think it's from the beginning, top left.
Oh my God, please press
Aha!
resume.
I'm not tech challenged. It's fine.
Thank God.
Okay. This is me. I
Thank you,
can't
Sam.
believe
Lynn
that
made
I've
it for me.
been doing something.
Lynn made it, and I think Lynn has the pattern. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
That I love this much for this long. Honestly, this is me celebrating last year at SFR. My sponsor,
Scentsy Family Reunion. SFR.
Jen Howick, and I are there on the far side. She and I got to walk for our 15 year. That was amazing. Can't believe I'm that old. And then over on the other side, you'll see me and Lisa Babb. That was a really epic moment for both of us because Scentsy was doing 3 years worth of walk the stage celebrations at SFR. We both got to walk, even though we both promoted to SSD a year apart together. And so it was so fun because I went out first and they said my name wrong. It was fine. And then I turned back and there was Lisa and we kind of met in the middle of the stage and we threw our arms wide. And I don't know if you can tell, but in that picture, I'm holding a picture of my dear friend, Nikki Lenton, who passed away.
Oh.
And I inherited her team. And so I work every day to honor her memory. And that was really important to me that she be.
She inherited a team after that person passed away? I wonder who. Oh, that's sad.
Be there with me. So anyway, that's me in a nutshell. And this is me hiking in Arches. So last February, some friends of ours were like, hey, you guys, we just did Angel's Landing.
I appreciate she lined stuff up. I don't love that the the pictures as a grouping are not centered, but that's okay. That's okay. It's pretty good.
The freezing cold, and you have to come do this with us. And I said, I'm not doing Angel's Landing in the freezing cold and ice. No, thank you. But they said Arches is great and it's right next door. So they took us to Arches and they said, you guys, you have to bring ice cleats because the last 100 yards to get to Delicate Arch, that fabulous thing you see in the background there, is a full ice sheet, like 4 inches of ice, and it's all uphill. You cannot get through that unless you have ice cleats. Also, you need to wear 4 layers of clothing because it was like 2 degrees or something. So it was really, really, really cold and so worth it because when we came around that, when we got up the ice, we the last 100 yards, really, you don't even know that the arch is around the corner. And when I saw that thing come into view, I actually gasped and I yelled, which was probably not a good thing to do because, well, it's a long story. I yelled,
Hi.
that's what I'm talking about.
You're not late at all. So here's what we're doing. Sam D is the resident expert on Scentsy, and I was watching her video yesterday where she, one of the Scentsy top leaders, Chloe, saw Sam D's stuff, and so then Sam D reacted to the stories that Chloe put out, and then I was wondering, like, who's Chloe's upline? So I've been on a squirrel trail, and we're watching, we went to Business for Home because we weren't finding the top leaders, and Business for Home had a couple of people who were, you know, higher up earners, and one of the higher up earners is Liz Howick, the lady talking right now, and she also lives in, I think she's the one that lives in Utah. But we're watching this opportunity call.
Out. And everybody laughed. Like, there's not a lot of people there in the winter, but everybody heard everything I said because in front of the arch is this massive bowl. And it like, you'll lose your cell phone and your shoes and whatever if you don't watch what you're doing. But that made all the sound echo off and it was really fun. Anyway, the reason why I bring any of this up is because they looked out for us and they told us to bring ice cleats and wear appropriate gear, right? I never would have had this experience without them telling us what to do and looking out for us and being there with us, right? It was awesome. So here's my look out for others presentation slideshow
Cute.
coming at you. I'm going to try. They only gave me a half an hour at SFR and I failed miserably to maintain it within the half an hour. So I'm going to try and do it justice tonight because you guys gave me plenty of time, right? Or I know Heather's laughing. Okay, I'm spaz. I told you. Also, I'm caffeinated. All right.
Oh, God.
Here's what look out for others means. It's basically me opening my heart and letting you know what my challenges are because I love you and I don't want you to go through what I went through and feel alone when you get to whatever I got to, right? That's basically what it is. We all face challenges, but if we can master resilience, we can get through it with grace and we can help build those strong communities that we want. Because
I think that was a kind of an interesting transition of she told a little bit about herself and then she told a story about someone looking out for her and then that's what her topic's going to be about. I don't hate that like background and context. I don't love the PowerPoint, but I mean, it's better than what we've seen before.
Because when you connect with people, the sticky bonds form and you want to be friends and you want to hang out and your customers will want to keep hanging out with you. And keep
The sticky bond forms? Listen. I don't like sticky textures. That's why we get to wash our hands. Like, you know what? Like, I'd rather, like, nobody be stuck to me. Honestly. I watched the replay and heard your name. Oh yeah, tired med student. Were you in Jordan McKay's live chat? Oh god, that's awesome. Okay, cool. I love seeing other people like from live chat in other streams. It's the best.
keep buying from you because you're awesome. Why it's important is because, well, it is. We all face challenges. And like I say, I don't want you to have to go through what I did. I'm just going to hand you all the things that I've learned is basically what tonight is. So I want you to focus on being empathetic and resilient and finding joy in the journey.
Empathetic and resilient, and you're going to find joy in the journey? What? Sticky textures like Rice Krispie Squares. You know what? Touche, Brandy Lee. Touche. Yes, please post in Discord, y'all. The hat is going to be posted in Discord. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. Thank you, Good Spider, Bad Spider. Oh my god, Tired Med Student got a membership. Let's go. Here you go, creator. Where's my songs?
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you.
So very pleased to meet you.
Very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say
Welcome.
Welcome to Illyria. Welcome to Illyria.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Yay! Also, Good Spider, Bad Spider, what would you like me to play as a thank you for you gifting a membership? I don't know. Do you like Star Trek? Do you like Star Wars? Do you like Orbit commercials? She's reminding me that the struggle of finding accommodations in traditional jobs with ADHD contributes to people landing in MLMs for the promise of flexibility. Oh my god, that's such a good point. That's such a good point. Oh my god. Oh, Eclectic Mima just escaped TCP top chat purgatory. Make sure you're in live chat. The Office? Okay.
That's what she said.
Never been sick, perfect immune system.
Okay, well, if you've never been sick, then you don't have any antibodies.
I don't need them. Superior genes. I'm a shrew.
Raise your hand if you want to get rich.
No, how is this not a pyramid scheme?
You will get rich quick. We all will.
It sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yes, thank you.
Just watched Star Trek when Wesley and Picard hop on a shuttle together. Cool. Post cider clarity. Love it.
I already went over this. Here's how it works. You relate to other people. You'll pick up on things when you talk to people, right? We do all the time.
And 9 minutes left.
You'll hear people say that they can't afford Scentsy, but really would like to. What does that do? It cues you and you know what to do in that situation. But maybe you pick up on things that people aren't really saying. Like you pick up the fact that they are going through some really tough times. And when you get to know them a little bit better, you understand that maybe their child has cancer.
What?
And you can relate to that pain and stress, and you want to help them, and you actually can if you do a Scentsy fundraiser. So stuff like that, where you just pick up on things that you can actually really.
You can help them by doing a Scentsy fundraiser. You're going to make money off of someone who has cancer? One second, my mom's calling me. Sorry, I'm back. My mom was getting me a Christmas tree at the Christmas tree market.
Really connect well with people on.
Scentsy reps love asking animal rescues to go to do fundraisers. It's always a note for me. I've done stuff. I did one thing one year to make my quota, I guess, for the quarter. But I didn't make any money off of it because I used what I did make to just buy another hand cream, and I donated them all to the nursing home. So if someone bought a hand cream for $20, my cost was $10, I'd buy another hand cream so they could be donating too. I know I was supposed to make money. I felt like it's just a sleaze bag if I made money off of doing that.
And if you act on that and act in an empathetic, fabulous way, then it's going to help you. And that's really what this is all about. I love Maya Angelou. I think she's amazing. She said, I've learned that people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Was that? Is that a my? Maybe it is. I know one of them is mistaken, but I don't know that you should be using her quote in a multi-level marketing company.
So we always need to remember how we make people feel. We need to think about that, especially when we get into situations where we get upset or frustrated, right? A lot of what I'm going to talk about tonight is about empathy because empathy is magic and empathy works really well to help you in every situation.
Let's not misuse empathy. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Empathy works so well because it does not require a solution. It only requires understanding. I don't want to be empathetic to manipulate people. Are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? Holy guacamole. I was like, oh my God, this lady's so nice. I obviously cannot read people.
It's like when I was raising tiny kids and they were always doing things I didn't want them to do to each other. And I would say, use the golden rule. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. It works in every situation, and it still does as an adult. That's basically what empathy is.
I wanted people to tell me that, hey, there's something wrong with multi-level marketing and to stop using me as a just a number and basically a social security number, my credit card number, so they could continue to get wealthy off of my financial sacrifices and stop manipulating the Lord and telling me that I was supposed to be doing this multi-level marketing stuff. I wanted someone to tell me the truth. So I'm trying to tell people the truth. And yeah, I'm going to tell you if their PowerPoint sucks too. Champy can't believe it either. Champy, okay? Where's your squirrel? Where's Squirrel? You know where Squirrel is? Yes, Squirrel next to you. He wants the cat to come back.
So empathy works so well because it does not require a solution. It requires only understanding, which is hard to get to if you don't really care about that person, right? Albert Einstein said empathy is patiently and sincerely seeing the world through the other person's eyes. It's not learned in school. It is cultivated over a lifetime. It takes a long time to really clue into that.
Why are you telling us to be empathetic so that we can be sneaky? Oh, Coda's here too. There we go. Sorry. We can be sneaky and get to know people and then learn what their weak points are so that you can connect their needs with a Scentsy product. Kind of gross.
If you're building a team, Oprah Winfrey said, leadership is about empathy. It's about having the ability to relate to and connect with people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives. Oh, that's just bold and I love it. All right, here's where I list off all the things that I have gone through in 16 years as a Scentsy.
I'll tell you, as a very basic PowerPoint presentation, the consistency of the lines on the bottom, interesting. The fact she's changing the colors of the slides every time, interesting. It does the form part of letting you know something else is different on the screen. It's boring as hell, but I want to say the good parts when I can. What my challenges, entitled expectations, anxieties, babies, job, Scentsy, growth and dips, negative self-talk and imposter syndrome, personal life, epic marital challenges, family drama, mental and physical health, deaths and grief.
Consultant. It's not all of them. It's just the hard ones. I had some entitled expectations along the way, especially when I started and then when I got into the leadership roles. I have high anxiety, and I know we talk about this a lot on shift. You guys don't know, but I watch you a lot. And I love you. And I wanted to actually start tonight by telling you how much I appreciate what you did. Before Thursday night shift started, you guys were running the monthly movement group. And what you came up with for those QR code parties in April, active in April, changed the trajectory of Scentsy and gave all of us something to work for and to make a living during that pandemic quarantine. And I just love you for it. And kudos, thank you very much. I struggled through having babies and working and trying to fit Scentsy in. I've got tons of tools to help you if you're there. I've struggled with the growth and the dips. Again, that's part of those entitled expectations that I've grappled with a few times. The biggest, hugest, hardest thing for me to get through, get past, and now I feel like I can really help if you're here, is negative self-talk and imposter syndrome, because it literally robbed me. I robbed myself of 10 years of momentum in my Scentsy business because I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't see it for what it was, and I didn't know how to help myself get through it. So I've got some really good tools for that tonight too. And the last thing is tons of personal stuff, right? Epic marital challenges, family drama galore, mental and physical health, and of course, death and grief. I'm actually going to go there because I had a near-death experience and it changed my life. So moving.
What? Content warning. If you don't want to hear about any of that, pop out now. Pop out now. Pop out now. Oh, widow word. Oh, widow word. Oh, great. I hate this. You could have you could have made the columns wider so that you wouldn't be cutting into your logo. Can I tell y'all something? When you have a logo on your slide, either if you're representing a company or if it's your own logo, you're not supposed to adulterate the logo by having objects on top of it. Okay? FFS. Dear Lord.
Hang on. This is actually what, as I thought about all of the things that I've been through, this is how I got through it. And so you're going to see little grids like this over and over again for each of those things I just talked about. And I'll go over them if I have time. But basically the gist is I learned the hard way that
whenever you want. Members only on Secrets to a Good PowerPoint. If you have no, we can do one. We can do one.
When I face challenges, the best thing to do first is to look at the situation and see it for what it is. Because we all kind of live in our heads and we all have biases and we all have belief systems that we're basing things on our past experiences that we're basing things on. But if we can take kind of a 1,000-foot view of what actually is happening, that can change what's going on in our head big time. It's like taking in data points when you're trying to figure out whether you should do something or not.
I'll give you a data point. Most people lose or do not make any money in multi-level marketing. And these averages that continue to be put out on these income disclosures or whatever are averages. So there, if you actually had a median for people at every rank, you know what would be mostly the number in the median of that group of numbers? $0. Why is that? Because the average continues to make people think they can be successful in multi-level marketing when they cannot. Not because they don't work hard enough. Not because they don't have enough dedication. Not because they don't spend enough money. Because it's a broken compensation model. It's a broken compensation model. Why do I say that? An upline gets a commission when their downline buys volume from the company. I say volume, that could be a product or a service. A product or a service that they are getting to sell to a customer. The upline automatically gets a commission if they're good enough at keeping those relationships sticky and influencing their team. Like, oh my gosh, we need to get to this next rank. No, that individual person's the only one getting to that next rank. And they're continuing to be able to hit ranks because they're getting the volume purchased by their downline automatically sets them up for success. If it was an unbroken compensation model, if it was a compensation model that wouldn't be a drag on society, The upline would have to wait until sales are submitted at the end of the month to get paid a commission like every other sales job out there. But it doesn't work like that. What's imposter syndrome? It is when you are qualified to be doing something, but you don't feel like you're qualified to be doing something. You feel like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not good enough to be doing this, even if you have all the skills to do it. Yes, two floofs. On the left is Cappyman, Champion, Caspian, Sasspot. He's looking at me when I'm saying his names. And then that's Coda. Coda Boda Bing Bong. Her head's resting on the, oh no, I messed it up. Center. Rawhide. Oh, it's telling me to align it to the bottom. I don't want to align it in the middle. Lock.
If you step back and look at it outside of you, maybe, then you just get a better view of what's going on. So asking really key questions like, what is going on?
Yes,
why is it
Nikki.
going on? The biggest thing for me was, look, I'm stuck in negativity. If I keep thinking this way or doing this over and over again, will it help me? Is it helping anyone to do anything good? No, it's not. That's the side note. It definitely isn't. Empathy has a ton to do with it. When I was frustrated with certain people or in certain situations, when I was frustrated with what was going on with home office sometimes, realizing that looking at other people as people instead of objects in my way, does that make sense? That was key for me to getting through the really hard parts of my Scentsy journey. If you can put yourself in the other person's shoes, that changes the way you deal with them. That changes what you think about them and how you feel about them.
Yes.
Asking positively framed questions was massive. Saying, what can I do instead of what can't I do, right? And all of that leads to empowerment and resilience. So let's talk about my entitled expectations. I hate to admit this, but I joined in 2006 when we didn't have anything like we have now. Our training consisted of getting together and talking about how to do things, or emails where people would give you bullet points for this is what I put in my basket party, or this is a step-by-step how to place an order. I mean, it was really very different, very basic, and like a different world almost than we have now. Now we have trainings and videos available to us 24/7, 365 in the workstation. So it's like at our fingertips.
Sarge is out there. He's in the entryway. He doesn't like that my dad's outside woodworking, and he wants to be with my dad and also be like around people. So he's just waiting in the wings. So everyone's sleepy.
But I came from financial services. I worked for Goldman Sachs and Fidelity Investments, and I trained people to do what I did. And it took at least a month of them sitting next to me sitting next to them, like going over things teeny tiny, nitty gritty. And so I kind of expected that major hand holding. And so when I didn't get it, I was like, what's going on? How come I'm not getting the attention that I think I should get? And so I had to recognize that there was more going on than I thought. Like my perspective coming from that training in my job wasn't a good expectation for what we do at Scentsy. So I had to look at what was going on and say, no, this disappointment or whatever I'm feeling isn't doing me any good. So what can I do? I had to empathize with my sponsor. She joined 2 days before I did, maybe 3 now, I can't remember. So I obviously couldn't expect her to hold my hand. We kind of had to figure out things together. But I expected my upline to help out, right? Definitely did. Offered me all kinds of help and was there for me on lots of levels. But just because it wasn't what I expected, I thought, wait a minute, Liz, you're being so rude. Like, seriously. And I love my upline. Please don't get me wrong. I just had really stupid expectations. So I had to be like, if I was her or them, would I have time to sit next to somebody for 75,000 hours and walk them through and hold their hand on every single little thing? No, the answer is no. Like I can't hold them to that expectation. So why am I doing that? I had to ask myself that positively framed question. Where can I get the info? What can I do? Not what can they do? What can I do? Because it's my business and I run it. I'm going to turn it into what I want it to be. They don't have anything to do with it. So if you are in that position, if you've just started, please do not wait for somebody to hold your hand through everything. There are lots of people who probably are willing to, but I don't want you to feel like you are supposed to get that kind of handholding.
When you sign up for a job and there's training involved, you get the training because you need it to do the job that they're going to be paying you for. And in multi-level marketing, you're told, don't you expect someone to hold your hand and help you because that's going to slow you down. When is knowing how to do your job effectively going to slow you down? It's going to help you speed up in every single training situation. If you understand the ins and out of every single thing that could happen, the problems, the program quirks, everything, or even if in a customer service situation, you understand how to resolve conflict, you understand how to like ring up sales, whatever it is, or waste management, or janitorial, or housekeeping, or retail, or banking, whatever it is. Training helps you. And a lot of times in the opportunity calls, they all say, oh, you're going to be able to join a community. We're all here for you. We're all here to help you. And then we hear from Liz Howick, oh, don't expect that help. You shouldn't expect it. Yep. As Carl says, an unsophisticated volunteer sales force. Where would you need 75,000 hours to train someone when most jobs are 2 to 4 weeks worth of training? I guess maybe in a fellowship. Wait, I don't even know in a fellowship so like when you become a doctor, you could do a specialty like a fellowship. So for 2 to 3 years after your residency, and I don't know how many hours that is, but I don't know if it's 75,000 hours. It's probably not.
You don't need it. You can go to that workstation 24/7 and find anything you want, or go to YouTube and find anything you want. And there's 10,000 different ideas out there that you can look at, different things you can try, but it's up to you. And that's what I wanted to say. It's definitely up to you. You steer your own ship.
Oh.
Taylor Swift said.
Okay, my math's way off then. Ob said there's under 9,000 hours in a year. Yeah, so I'm screwed. I'm definitely screwed. Okay, let me link Off Shop. And let me link Karina's Creations. And who else? And if y'all don't know, the reason we're on this squirrel trail of all squirrel trails is because of Sam D, who is the Scentsy expert in the anti-MLM community. And this is their link. Have a gander at Karina's cute crochet creations, and why not get your own? And then Av also has a discount code. It's not an affiliate link. The longest fellowship I know of is 4 years. Thank you, tired med student. Yes, thank you. Magical Meander Shop. Use Snarky15 for a great discount. Sweet. Mathematical dumbasses unite. Brandy Lee. We're like this. Yeah, Sam's awesome. Oh, let me link Heather. What am I even doing with my life? I changed a work position recently. I only needed 2 days to accommodate myself. My coworkers are so jealous. That's awesome. Shop Kate. Then this is Heather C. If you're looking for succinct, logical, super welcoming, no ad hominem fuckery anti-MLM account who also looks into older MLM trainings and like stuff that you're not going to see covered on other channels, Heather's your person. Heather's incredible.
Where's my Swifties at? Keep your hopes high and your expectations low. You are not entitled to any.
Do not even adulterate Taylor Swift. What are you talking about?
Anything, but there is nothing you can't earn. And I totally believe that and agree with that, especially in our journeys. You hold the key to your future, period, the end. Peter Drucker said, Ducker, not Drucker. The best way to predict your future is to create it.
Holy shit.
I think that's so positive. I love that. You guys will realize if you don't know me yet that I love quotes and they're all over the place. And so they're all through this. All right, let's talk about anxiety. I'm high.
The fact that you had the colors to use that would match your brand on this slide and you chose to use these colors in your freaking chart. Pick your colors and stick to it in your PowerPoint presentation. I don't care if you choose white. Stick to your colors. I might be retiring soon. I'm still not sure. Far too many quotes. Oh, Eloise, what am I even doing? Eloise is our science bestie. And debunking of the coffee enemas, the amount of knowledge, all of the facts that Eloise brings, holy crap. You hold the key to your future, period, comma, unless you're in an MLM in which you're destined to fail through no fault of your own. Yes. Subscribe to Eloise, our resident pharmacist and science bestie. Welcome back, Julie. The bloody box is over the title. Yup. We hate it.
High anxiety. A little bit ADD
They're all
too.
gone.
Can you tell? And so my biggest hurdle, especially at the beginning, was seeing myself as a consultant who did the kinds of things that successful consultants do. So that fear of failure stopped me in my tracks right at the beginning. And also being able to step outside of my comfort zone because I had never done a home party in my life. I had no idea what I was doing. And I really just felt like I wanted to watch people do it over and over again. I wish we had YouTube back then. Seriously.
Oh my God, you just got a new cat? Oh my God, I love that. What color is it? I'm guessing the background was in back office for use in presentations and she had nothing to do with the color choice. Maybe so. I bet she did though. You know what I would do if I got a template from a company? Because these are not Scentsy. Are these Scentsy colors? Let's just find out. Scentsy brand kit. Nope. Nope, media kit. Are you going to let us see? Okay, so their brand colors are purple. So she's not even in this awful red color. Festive Friday sale. Oh my God, that's so cute. Don't worry, I'm not buying anything. There's also a TikTok Scentsy person we are watching, and she was making kits. Or was that Pink Zebra? Is Pink Zebra the little loose things? The scent boosters? Hi, buddy. He's under the table right now. This isn't even Scentsy, like, colors. Hello. You got that squirrel?
So everybody, I think, deals with this, right? We talk about it all the time. And I think this is like getting in our own way, right? Telling ourselves we can't do it.
Yeah. Yes. YouTube started in 2005. So saying I wish we had YouTube back then shows you weren't paying attention. Thank you. I needed to get my Christmas decorations out. Yes. The aesthetic is what would get me. It was pink zebra. We liked doing the pink zebra reactions, right? For like the TikTok stuff. I mean, I did. Listen, if you haven't licked the stream yet, new DC disclaimer, don't worry, she's not buying anything. Thank you. I'll just leave it up here. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Tuxedos are the sweetest. I have one. His name is Prince Philip. Also, how's your bunny? Is it in the bathroom right now? Is that a Yeti? I know. We're not buying anything. No one's buying anything.
Getting stuck.
I'm not trying to be... I'm trying to not just get crushed on the weight of my own behavior and laugh a little bit in life. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? I'm laughing nervously.
Stuck in fear. You need to recognize that that's not getting you anywhere. I had to recognize that. I'm like, okay, if I sit here being scared, that's never going to help me reach out and ask my friend if she'll host a party for me, right? Like if I just sit here, nothing's going to happen. So I have to move. I had to tell myself that I was capable because I saw all these other people.
Brandy Lee, can I be obnoxious and ask for like a little clip of Kiwi so we can like have a floof Kiwi break sometimes? Like a little be right back, but it's Kiwi just chilling and like watching Kiwi breathe. I just need it, like I can loop it, you know? I need to sort out the cupboard where my Christmas tree is because I can't get to it. Sounds like me. Listen to Nightbot, people, like the stream. We've got our buddies, 8 thumbs downers and 59 thumbs uppers. So I appreciate it.
That could do it fabulously. And I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. I had to ask myself those positively framed questions. How are all these regular people with way more hard challenges than I have succeeding at this, and what can I do? What can I do or try that's working for them? Yes. That led to all the empowerment in the world because I did my first show and I'm like, oh, this is so easy. All I have to do is tell people what I love about Scentsy and that's it.
Thank you.
Besides, hauling things to a house and setting it up on a table and learning the hard way not to take too much with me and little things like that. But anyway,
thank you.
You get the idea. You will prove to yourself that you can do anything with every single win that you have.
No.
So I want you to celebrate every single win that you have. Just tell yourself you can do anything. Give yourself 20. What's the saying, guys? 30 seconds of courage, crazy courage to get through and do whatever you want. That's what I'm talking about. That is so empowering, and you have to give yourself a try. You can't shut yourself down at the beginning and not go anywhere with this because, oh my gosh, the world is open to you as a Scentsy consultant, and the sky's the limit. Theodore Roosevelt said, believe you can and you're halfway there. 50% done, guys, on the downhill slope, guys. And all you have to do is believe that you can do it.
Have you never heard of a broken compensation model? Belief is not enough to fix math. Belief is not enough to fix statistics of if something works or it does not work. Because guess what? It's a broken compensation model. I'm not saying it's a pyramid scheme. I don't think all multi-level marketing companies are pyramid schemes. I think all multi-level marketing companies have compensation models that are broken. And to have to pay to play, shitty. Part of the broken compensation model. What in the world? Why is this? What is being tight on this? Oh, it's this. Oh. Dang it. Okay. That's what's happening. Okay, I got it. I have a timer on my desk because I'm counting down so I don't miss Aaron's stream so we can rate it. But now I'm like nervous. Are we skiing? Who, me? Bon Jovi. Sorry, I'm from New Jersey.
Jack Canfield said, everything you want's on the other side of fear. I wish that I had learned this so much earlier in my Scentsy career. I got it.
I wish more Scentsy people wouldn't get stuck in being in Scentsy and being part of a team and feeling like they have to pay for community and losing so much money.
Now, totally got it now. It took me probably a year to really get it, but that's a long story. I didn't give myself enough courage to try a lot of this until I almost went inactive twice before I really gave it a go. Oh, this is my favorite. Who's got babies and a job, or just a job and no babies? Or, you're just overwhelmed trying to work Scentsy into your life, right? All this is for you. This is me talking to who I was back then. I wish somebody had handed me this stuff.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to figure out some of these things. If you've already figured them out,
That's
great.
Cool. Yeah, and that's cool. I think I like the legal definition. I just don't think some of them are. I think they're all broken compensation models for sure. I think they're all twisty as hell. And we can believe in different things and still rage against multi-level marketing. And I'm happy to change my mind, but I just don't think legally they're all pyramid schemes. I think some of them can be under product-based pyramid schemes. But is it twisty that you have to pay to access your commission check? Yes. Is it twisty that you're required to buy a certain amount of money every month and then you are having a ghost account under your partner and that you're doing your bigger order on that to build your volume? I think that's twisty too. And that you're having to pay to access your commission check and then your uplines always getting a commission off of whatever you buy, and they're saying oh yeah, we believe in selling to customers. No, you don't. You get more rewarded more for recruiting than you do for having customers, and maybe that's the pyramid schemey part esque. Igor's walking around with a Bonio hanging out of his mouth. I guess it's a cigar. We need a day after Christmas tradition. Go buy one ornament each on sale for next year. Oh, that's a great idea, Jolene.
I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. But if you haven't, I'm going to give you some stuff that is going to change your world, rock your world, for the better. It's changed my life. So time challenges are hard, especially for somebody with ADD and high anxiety. I totally get the exhaustion when you've got little people and you're not sleeping and you're trying to you're just in survival mode, right? Please recognize that you have limits. And when you feel like you get to that whatever those limits are, you need to take care of you. Even if it's 5 minutes rubbing your feet with lotion or taking a...
We're speeding her up. We're going to get late. We're going to be late for Aaron's stream. Hold on.
Bath or a shower or whatever you can do. You need to take care of you so that you can pour into your own cup because it's empty and you can't give anybody else anything if your own cup is empty.
Fast.
Constant stress equals burnout. Be careful. Don't sit in negativity in that pity party. For me, it was oh my gosh, my world is nothing like I thought it was going to be like right now. What do? I feel so overwhelmed, right? If you sit there in negativity, it's not going to help you. You have to turn that around somehow and look for the bright side in everything. I want you to have...
You have to look for the bright side in everything? The mindset shift. Recognize I have limits. Constant stress equals burnout. Sitting in negativity won't help. Empathize. To have the patience with myself and others. You don't have to... Okay, fine. And positively framed questions. What can I do? What could help? Not awful advice.
Patience with yourself. It's super hard when you're overwhelmed, right? And I want you to have patience for other people too, especially your kids if you are raising children, because they need you to be patient and you need to be a good example to them. Positively framed questions helped me the best. What can I do? What can I do? What would help, right? All of that led to what I'm about to share with you. I wanted Scentsy to work so badly. I have to tell you my story. I used to work for Goldman Sachs and I was giving them 60 hours a week and I hated it. I had 2 tiny kids at home. I was pregnant. When I had my 3rd baby, I said, whoa, I cannot do this anymore. I want to go part-time. And when I was on maternity leave, I joined Scentsy. And a year and a half later, I was a zombie mama. My kids don't sleep until they're a year old, right? And I was just at my wit's end and they laid me off because they were cutting part-time headcount. And I said to myself, I do not want to apply for a full-time job there. And I don't want to work anywhere else. I just want to stay home and raise my kids. And my husband said, why don't you see if Scentsy works? And give it a try for a while. If it doesn't work, then you can, look for another job. I can't tell you how grateful I am that he said that, because I went for it, and here I am 16 years later, and my kids are taller than me, and I love what I do, and I get to work my own hours. I control my paycheck. I control my time. It's amazing. I was talking to my sister-in-law over the weekend, and I'm just so grateful that I'm not in a job where, I don't know, the politics of working in a job. I just am so glad I don't have to deal with any of that, and no commute, and no spending tons of money on lunches or gas.
You're just spending tons of money on inventory. You're just spending tons of money on managing your team. You're just spending tons of money on paying taxes for all those trips you win. Like, what the flippity flop are we saying here? No PTO, no sick days, no vacations. Ma'am, are you tearing that squirrel's tail off? Ma'am, are you tearing that squirrel's tail off? Yes? She eats the tails off of Caspian squirrels. There's no 401k matching.
I mean, like, seriously, this is the bomb. So I wanted Scentsy to work so bad that I just found ways to work it into my life. So I'm glad.
I don't know how many people are in her downline. It's not like the main lady who has 42,000 people in her downline.
I just started with that question tonight. I did all the things that you guys talked about, all of them, and some really fun off-the-wall things that I got from your mom, Callie. I took a bag of my Scentsy stuff with me to Costco all the time because, you can't leave it in the car. It's going to melt in the summer. And then people would be like, oh, do you sell Scentsy? And I'd be like, yes, here's my card. It was stuff like that. I started my business.
You can get kicked out of Costco for doing that, just FYI. Like, that's so fine that you're taking it out so it doesn't melt. Going and promoting your business in another business and not having the respect to not sell your stuff when you haven't gotten permission to do it, it's rude. It's rude AF.
I went to all my doctor's offices, my pediatrician, places like that. And I was like, would you like to enjoy this in your lobby for a couple weeks? If anybody wants to order, here's my card. That's all you have to do. I'll be back to bring some more wax for you. Here's an outlet timer so I'll program it to turn itself off after hours. And that's really how I grew my business. Like, I got so many parties from that. And
that's a cool idea. If you had a business that wasn't a multi-level marketing business and you sold warmers with wax melts and you gifted businesses and said, hey, I'd like to give this to you and have it turn auto on and auto off, and I'll refill it. And if anyone has any questions, they can just call me. That's not a bad idea. Am I pro MLM? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. As someone who gets migraines from artificial scents, I would be so mad if I went to an appointment and they had a scent like that. That's a great point. That's a good point. I know that in the doctor's offices that I've gone to recently, they've all had scent stuff going. Elizabeth, I'd love to know those details. Oh my gosh. Absolutely not. Those can cause a bunch of problems for people. Freshener wall melt thing, and it made it so I couldn't breathe. I do not. I have a candle. I just bought a candle I was going to try to burn, but I haven't lit it yet. Scents trigger my migraines.
Always had somebody who worked at the office join my team because their clients were asking them all these questions about Scentsy, and they could answer them, and they could easily see themselves doing this, right? And leaving that warmer in their office, or their warmer in the office forever, and just collecting orders. So that worked for me. I created habits and systems that changed my life, and that's what I'm going to share with you. I also want you to Google a little thing called Tiny Drops of Awesome. No, not tiny, just Drops of Awesome. Story about a mom who was frazzled, and she figured out that any little thing she did right helped buoy her up. And that's just all I'm going to tell you to Google about that. When you're in this place, you just have to give yourself grace and realize that anything that you do that helps you work towards your goals, or being a better mom, or more organized, or whatever you want.
My surgeon's office is scent free. My pelvic floor pain center, not scent free, but they have a diffuser, not a scent thingy. My ENT scent free, but there have been some, the dermatologist not scent free. So maybe it's just office by office. Oh, fence fighting. I'll be right back. I'll press play.
Anything that you do is worth celebrating, and that'll kind of change what's going on in your brain so that you'll shift from feeling negative about yourself in your life to, oh my gosh, I did that and I can do that again. So this is what I did. I just wrote down all the things that I learned the hard way to how to save time so that you have time to work Scentsy. I'm not going to take time to talk about it. I gave you the link there, and I'll show you when I'm all done my Trello board that I love, where I dump all my favorite ideas, that you guys can access anytime you want. You can read through this and go through this. But I also did a live on United We Rise a couple weeks ago, and I walked through how to save time so you have time to work Scentsy. So feel free to go find that. If you're not in United We Rise, highly recommend. The other thing that I learned, and I just put in place in 2021, was I started using everything Google to keep myself on track. I'm easily sidetracked, and especially if you've got tiny kids and you're always getting off track. What I do with my Google Keep Notes and my habit tracker now helps me get back on track in 2 seconds when I get off track from whatever life throws at me. So there you go. These are amazing. I freaking love them. I'm so proud that I have changed who I am because of these things. And I want to talk about them more, but I know I don't have time. This will change your life. This is yours too. It's in my Trello board. It is another Trello board that I created to figure out what's for dinner. And I can real-time meal prep in 2 minutes for the whole week. And that changed my life. I love food. I love to collect recipes. And so I've got a massive Pinterest board with all my favorite stuff on it. And all I did, because I hated the what's for dinner, mom question, when I wasn't prepared, it just created all this stress for me. And I'd be like, I'd open up the cupboard and go, I don't know, what can I figure out for dinner? Hated that. And I thought, how can I change that? Something's got to change. How can I change that? And I just wrote down 30 things that my family would eat that I could make. And what you're looking at here is my beautified version where I just dumped all those things into Trello and I've just added to it. So I just created these lists that are protein-based meal types. And all I do is I drag the cards from this week back to the bottom of the lists that they belong in. And then because the stuff at the top of the list hasn't been made for a while, I don't get bored of what I make all the time, but I'll just be like, okay, so in this example, chicken tikka masala is going to go to the bottom of the poultry list, and I'm going to pull chicken sausages over, right?
Is she seriously telling us how to have more time? 5-minute meal planning? She's doing this for SEO purposes. To get more people into her MLM. She's doing the blog marketing technique. Oh my God, my ears. Okay, I gotta switch. I gotta put on my other stuff because my ears are dying. Sorry. No! Holy shit. Hold on. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna keep it playing. There's some dogs loose outside.
Do you get the idea? Like, I seriously can meal plan in 2.5 minutes and it's fabulous. And then I just tell Google what to add to my shopping list and I never forget what to buy at the grocery store ever again. It's fantastic. So there you go. Oh, you can copy that. Anything I do in Trello, you can copy it and make it yours if you want, or you can keep looking at my stuff. It's up to you. All right, growth and dips. This one I think I did to myself. And I think we all do this, especially if you don't understand the cyclical nature of Scentsy and direct sales, or if you have a team and you're like expecting them to do things, you're expecting them to be as plugged in as you are, and then you're disappointed when they're not, right? So I felt those challenges. I felt really overwhelmed during the growth phases when things were exploding and tons of people were being added to my team. And I'm like, I don't know how to onboard. What do I do? How do I help all these people all at once? That's what the first things first checklist is for when they log into the workstation. That's what all the training is for. Please relax about that. Back in the day though, I felt like I had to create it all and be there for everyone the way that I wanted. You know what I mean? It was just really hard. I felt like I realized that I was putting all that pressure on myself to reach everyone all the time and be available 24/7 and never turn off. And that was affecting my family life. And I had to set business working hours and tell my team, look, I know that we do a lot of evening Scentsy parties, but I'm not going to be available 24/7 to answer everything. You're going to have to learn to find what you need in the workstation. The other thing was so we have cycles. If you're brand new, our fall is usually fantastic and we sell a whole bunch. And then people are done buying. Well, don't say that to yourself, because seriously, people sold $10,000 in January this last year to get on the incentive trip. I'm so impressed with people who do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like you tell yourself that people are done buying after Christmas. And so you think that January is going to be a slow month. But that's just been my experience, is that we have cycles, and some months are better than others, and it's okay. It's just normal. So recognize that you can't be everything to everyone. Empathize and tell people it's okay. And also please empathize with yourself. Sometimes it's okay to do what works for you. I'm going to say that again. It's okay to do what works for you. This is a come as you are business. So don't feel like you have to put on a persona or be something because you suddenly are a leader, right? Because you suddenly are a sponsor. Ever. Like, just be yourself and figure it out. It'll be fine. Ask positively framed questions. What can I do to simplify? And what can I do to be consistent? Those are life-changing questions, my friends. What can I do to simplify? And what can I do to be consistent? I have realized that my success is completely based on how consistent I am with my systems. So if you don't have any systems,
oh my God,
please Google. Feel free to check out anything I do. If it works for you, great. You'll figure it out for yourself eventually. When I went through all of this, I realized that the best thing for me to do was to focus on my front line instead of feeling like I had to be everything to everyone on my team. Focus on your front line and then teach them to focus on theirs. That's the best thing you can do. The other thing is to put your energy into the key aspects of your own business. If you don't have a team yet, this is where you start. Is Power Hour. Power Hour is amazing and totally changed my business. It basically is you taking the 5 key things in your business and doing them every day, because that consistency, doing it every day, is how you're going to see success overall in the long run. I put my eye on the prize, so I look at what my goals are every day. I track my numbers every day. I'm looking at that. I plug in, so I'm looking at the workstation, the news tab, so that I can answer questions and I know what's going on, because I don't want to feel clueless. I do a ton. I have a great follow-up system that has kept me in business all these years. So that's another key area. Expanding your network is also huge, because if you don't keep expanding your network and meeting new people and finding new places and ways to show people what Scentsy is, then your business is going to shrink. That's just what's going to happen if you don't keep trying.
Go lay down.
Supporting your team. So I put that last because I learned the hard way too, that when I first became a director, I started dumping all of my energy into my team, and then my business suffered. So I had to change that. And I rearranged my life and my dedicated time with Scentsy so that I work on my business first, and then I can have a blast supporting and helping my team. Zach Fraser said,
that's fine. I can close it. I'm just going to leave it open for now. It's just the big dog out there, and it's just me wrangling 3 dogs because my dad's building a bookcase. So I'm just overwhelmed with the noise. I'm not trying to ruin the stream.
The key to success is consistency. And right now, the only way you can actually take action is to believe in yourself. There's believing in yourself again. I don't really like how he phrased it, but I learned from James Clear from Atomic Habits, chapter 2. I read it about once a month because it's all about how you can change what you believe about yourself based on what you do. I don't know how to go back, so we're just going to skip that other quote. I went way too far. Hold on. I got to figure out how to go back. Previous. See, I don't want to. Hold on. Hold, please. Nope. Just a sec. Just a sec. Seriously, I got way ahead of myself there, you guys. Okay.
All done.
The other quote is, if you are persistent, you'll get it. And if you're consistent, you'll keep it. So read that again. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Whatever you have built, you have to stay consistent at it. All right. Into negative self-talk and imposter syndrome. This one I could really spend an hour on, but I won't. I can't. Basically, in a nutshell, negative self-talk is that voice in your head that you hear all the time that tells you you're not good at this, you can't do this, you're not like her and she's fabulous and you'll never be like that. You did that wrong. Whatever all that negative garbage is that's in your head, that's what negative self-talk is. And it's super normal. It's not like you're unusual if you have this at all, but it leads over time to imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome is basically, you're worried that people are going to think that you are doing everything wrong and they're going to point at you and say, she's doing it wrong. And you're going to feel all embarrassed and terrible about it. I learned the hard way the really hard way, that to get through this, you have to change the narrative in your head. And you can do it. You can rewire your brain, and I'll tell you how to do it. The first thing is to ask yourself if it's true. You have to have that perspective. If you're telling yourself that you're terrible at talking to people, that is not true. You talk to people all the time. Think about how you talk to people that are your best friends. I mean, you're not bad at talking to people. You can share Scentsy with people. You just, like we've talked about earlier today, you just do it in a natural way. That's just an example.
No.
Whatever you're telling yourself, ask yourself if it's
You know how stressful it was to think of every single interaction that I was having that could be a potential sale, and then if I wasn't able to make that sale or bring up Scentsy, whatever, the product. I wasn't in Scentsy, but if I wasn't able to bring up Mary Kay or Young Living in a conversation, I felt disappointed, and then I knew like the end of month was getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And after all of the facials I was doing in Mary Kay, or if I wasn't doing the right things, then it just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier because I would recruit and I would sell and it wouldn't get me any closer to my goals. And then it was like, it just gets heavy is what I'm trying to say.
It's true. Ask yourself if what you're thinking is helpful, if what you're doing is helpful, because it's not. If you keep that negative garbage in your head all the time, it is not going to help you at all. You need to empathize and recognize that you wouldn't say the kind of stuff that you tell yourself to a friend. So how dare you not treat yourself better? So don't tell yourself that you can't do that. Don't say all that. A few years ago, I was walking through my kids' elementary school, and on the wall next to this door was a little sign, and it said, "All put downs go in the garbage where they belong." And I will add, especially the put downs that you tell yourself. So chuck it in the garbage. Visualize chucking that negative garbage in the garbage. Ask yourself positively framed questions. What can I do? I want you to catch it fast when you hear that negative stuff in your head. Catch it fast and prove it wrong. That is you changing the narrative. If you hear something and you're like, wait a second, is that true? Hell no. And tell yourself why it's not true, because then eventually that voice quiets in your head because you rewire your brain to believe that you're amazingly capable of whatever you set your mind to.
Yeah, you silence your gut.
I want you to stop comparing yourself to others. It is terrible to do that. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to ever is who you were yesterday or last week or last year, okay? I want you to remember why you started. If you've been doing Scentsy for a long, long time, why did you start? What did you love about it? Go back to doing whatever that was, okay? Because that brought you joy and that will bring you joy again. I want you to keep a gratitude journal. This was huge for me. When we're talking about rewiring our brains, if you keep a gratitude journal where you are trying to write down 3 things a day that you're grateful for, you can't do that unless you think about what you're grateful for, number one. But the second thing is, because you know you're going to do that every night, during the day, you are subconsciously looking for things that you're grateful for that you'll write down that night, right? So you are training your brain to look for positivity in your everyday life. And that was key for me. Here's some reminders about imposter syndrome. Everybody gets it. So don't feel like you're weird. Everybody gets it, literally everybody. We're all a work in progress. Nobody has it all figured out. I want you to talk to people, find your Scentsy tribe, and hang out with them. You know how we say all the time, you're either stuck in a bubble or you're stuck in a not stuck. I shouldn't say stuck. You're looking at people who are uplifting you all the time. That's what you need to look. That's what you need to look for and go for and find your people. We all learn from our mistakes. It's called experience, and experience is what shapes our lives. So don't feel bad. Just realize that you definitely can get through all this garbage. I love this. I found this website called queenofyourownlife.com. Here's one of their little things. She had a classic case of imposter syndrome, spending endless hours worrying someone would discover she was not good enough, smart enough, or any other enough. When she realized being her true self was the one thing no one else could be, she finally understood she was good enough. I love it. All right, death and grief. Woo, I really don't want, I mean, it's weird to even go here with any kind of Scentsy training whatsoever, but I wanted to bring it up because it's led me to a very positive place. So in 2012,
okay. Hop out if you need to. She's trying to talk about her near-death experience. I will wave when she's done talking if you just want to mute her.
I had a near-death experience myself and almost died. I went in to get an MRI to see if I had a brain tumor. No stress. And I don't. I have a brain malformation, and it's a long story. I'm doing fine. But the gadolinium contrast dye that they injected me with almost killed me. So I was laying on the table dying, and the doctor that they had on call, who rushed in and called the EMTs and is responsible for saving my life, held my hand when I thought I was going, when I thought I was alone, that this was going to be it. And that experience changed me in lots of ways. Number one, I think about him just taking my hand to offer that beautiful gesture of human kindness every time I see anybody suffering, because the way he helped me in that moment is epic. And I know that I can help other people who have been through the crap and garbage that I've been through, which is why I'm on tonight. The other thing is, after I went to the ER for a couple of days and spent some time in the ICU, I recovered, and I came away from that realizing how fragile life is and how fragile I am. And like I say, I looked at that moment when I was dying, and I think, I do not want to end there. I have so much more I want to do with my life. I do not want to leave opportunities on the table. And the reason why I bring this up at all is because Scentsy is one of them. Scentsy's huge. Scentsy is a way that I have embraced who I am and done things and been places, and the relationships that I've made, and the ability to stay home and raise my kids. Like, any of that happened because I connected with Scentsy, and I love fragrance, and I love people, and I love helping, and I love training. I want to turn my life. I want to make my life into something more than what it was back in 2012. I have a bucket list, people, and I'm checking stuff off. The other reason I bring this up is because in the last 5 years, I've lost 8 family members and friends. I lost my dad and my sister to cancer 11 years apart. And I've lost 2 dear friends, and I've lost aunts and uncles. And it's really hard to get through that grief. And I was at a point where I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, it was awful, terrible grief. And here's what you do. You recognize if you're in that it's normal. I know a lot of us have lost a lot of loved ones with this stupid damn pandemic. Self-care is huge. Allow yourself time. Ask yourself positively framed questions. I turned the whole thing of losing my loved ones into something beautiful. When my dad died, my neighbor brought over a little butterfly magnet, and she told me this little thing about how if you see butterflies, there's this saying that think about your loved one being happy and in a better place. And at first I thought that was kind of hokey and cheesy, but the more I saw that on my fridge, the more it hit me. And I thought of my dad every time I saw it. And then when my sister died, I got another butterfly for her. And when my friend Nikki Linton died, I got another butterfly for her. And I have a fridge full of butterflies. And I actually found a butterfly atrium Scentsy worm from somebody, and it's covered in butterflies from people I've lost. So I created a thing that I'll give you access to that is a little print off that you can print. It's a Canva thing, and you can get these little magnets from Amazon, and you can share them with people that you know who've lost somebody and connect with them that way. When I shared this presentation at World Tour, I had a line of people come up to me afterward because I brought like a dozen of them. And that was a really fabulous thing to connect with people like that. It was great. And you can share it too. I shared this with one of my best customers, lost her mom to COVID early on. And when I gave her a butterfly, it was just fabulous. And she came to me later and she said, Liz, I need to make these and send them to my friends. So I've created a little thing you can use that if you want. I learned to cherish the relationships and the time that I have with my loved ones. I learned that perspective is huge. I learned that you can help others, and that will uplift you. Even if you are in a terrible place, if you help other people, it helps you get out of that depression or wherever you are. I want you to work for what you want and have no regrets. I love this quote. Life is beautiful. Enjoy every moment of it. If you're not, make a bucket list and go for it. I love Carpe Diem. It means seize the day. If you've watched Dead Poets Society from, I think it was the 80s or 90s.
Or
I
if
love
you
that
took
movie.
Latin.
Carpe Diem, seize the day, boys. That means something to me. Seize the day is huge. And I do. I try every day to make what I do matter and spend my time wisely. Life is meant to be experienced. Put yourself out there, including Scentsy. Do the things you've never done. Live the life where at the end you'll have no regrets. That's how you're going to find joy in this life, is to live the life where you won't have regrets. So to recap, we're all going to face and overcome challenges and obstacles, but if we master resilience, we will learn to shift our mindset and move forward positively. And all of that is going to help us build a stronger community. It's basically just sharing your life with the people in your life to make sticky connections and relationships. And Scentsy's naturally going to be a part of that because you love it and you'll share it like that. That's how you build a big community. How do you stay focused and motivated despite your struggles? For me, I just have perspective. I've been in this for a super long time. And so when I have people come to me and they're like, this thing is bothering me, or this person, or whatever's happening, and I just having that perspective of seeing Scentsy grow from the very beginning to what it is now, I don't get frustrated and I don't get stuck on certain things anymore because I know that it's not the tiny focused area that people are focusing on. How does your perspective help you connect with your customers? We talked about that. It's just sharing, connecting, talking about what you have in common. What do you think will have the biggest impact on your business? Honestly, it's treating other people the way you would want to be treated in every situation that you come across. Everything. Treat other people the way you would want to be treated. Here's a list of great stuff for you. I have read a lot, and one of my favorite things that probably saved my marriage is a book called Leadership and Self-Deception. It's by the Arbinger Institute. That one taught me to see people as people, not objects, in my way. The Go-Giver series, there's like 4 books. I've read the first and second. Bob Berg and David Mann.
No.
That one teaches you to serve people.
No.
Because that's how you're going to succeed.
No.
Never Lose a Customer Again is really good by Joey Coleman. That one teaches you to put yourself in your customer's shoes and tweak everything you do with your customers so that their experience is really positive and what they're looking for, not what you're looking for. Atomic Habits by James Clear. I showed you that. Chapter 2, you can change what you believe about yourself based on what you prove to yourself by your daily actions. I'm done.
Liz, I'm like blown away right now. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I have to just say this really quick because I love your vulnerability. You are so like Ruth like raw, real. What you see is what you get. Your excitement, your heart, what you share tonight. Like I was like in tears a couple of times because I'm sitting here thinking all the things in my life. Like, you know how you like put yourself in a situation where you're like, oh no, I'm guarded. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to show this emotion because it makes you look weak or you feel weak or, you know, it's all these emotions. Tonight, I have to say, like, you are such an inspiration. And I cannot thank you enough for coming on here. And I hope you see it in the thread of all the people on Facebook Live and in this group. Like, what you see is what you get. It is very real. Sorry, Rip is playing with his toy. I apologize, you guys. We had a little problem during the Zoom tonight, but I just want to thank you because I love the realness. I love the rawness. I love how honest you were about all of it. And I think it's a lot of things that people don't talk about in this business. I think it's like, oh, it's like the perfect scenario, but you just lay it all on the line and you are such an inspiration. I think you are one of those gems that we just needed to hear from, honestly. And I really, really, really enjoyed this, Liz, so much.
I told you I was a spaz.
No, I'm a spaz too. I don't care. Listen, I'm a spaz too. But the fact that you are so real and raw and just laying it all on the line, I totally respect and I absolutely.
We have 4 minutes till Aaron goes live, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this. We'll try.
Thank you. I just learned, honesty is always the best policy. I think nobody's going to gain anything if we just gloss over stuff that matters. So.
I agree, but that's so hard for so many people to do, and so I applaud you. I really, really, really enjoyed tonight.
I haven't looked at the chat at all. You'll have to tell me.
Oh, you should see both sides. It is amazing, Liz. Like, oh, sorry, it's my cup of water.
I gotta show you Trello. Hold, please.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen your magical Trello board. And you presented this on a Tuesday training with Scentsy.
I did.
And I watched it. It was so good.
Well, thank you. It's on YouTube too if you want to find it. In its infancy, last April. What you're looking at is my Scentsy brain dumped into a Trello board, and I'm super visual, and I love being able to see everything all at once. So at a glance kind of stuff. So all I do is, okay, this looks massive, but I just started dumping good ideas in here. Like I'd come across stuff in Facebook and I'd be like, I am sick of forgetting where did I see that? I need that now. Where am I going to find that? And then I'd spend 5 hours lost in Facebook land trying to figure out what group I saw it in. No more because of Trello. All I do is when I find it, I snag the picture, I dump the image, I love this idea. This one is Johanna Luna's little tabs on her catalog. So cute. I don't know, snap and share stuff. Like it's all in here. Everything that I ever thought was cool is in here. But what I wanted to show you was, here's how to save time so you have time to work Scentsy. Ta-da! And I'll walk you through it all right there. That's all I'm doing. Seriously, it's not epic or anything. It's just how my brain works. How to make doing taxes as easy as possible. Here's like 12 things that you can do to make your life easier. Okay, done.
It's kind of cool.
That menu thing is at the bottom. You can go to this board and copy it, and it's yours. And then you can go into the cards and create your own cards for what you and your family want to eat. You can add recipe links to it or whatever. But this is how you do this. I'll show you how fast it is. Shredded beef tacos. Sweet pulled pork. See what I mean? Like you're just clearing it out. It's fine. Jambalaya. And then baked potato bar. Okay. And then all I'm doing is I'm going back to the top. Okay, we're having cashew chicken and stroganoff. And see what I mean? Check it out, you guys. I just planned the whole week in 2 seconds. Boom.
Pretty cool.
No more stress. What's for dinner? There it is. And then you just find recipes for those things or whatever. You don't have to eat what I make. You can make your own list. You can do whatever you want. What else was I going to show you in here? I don't know. I just closed Trello. Hold, please.
Okay, this is boring. Okay,
so
we gotta
Trello's
go.
Free, super easy.
We gotta go. We gotta go right now. Okay, hold on. Where's my... Okay. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the interruptions with the floofs. You just stay in this chat if you want to go hang out in Aaron Bees's live chat. I'll be over there after I go see if these dogs have found their owner. And they were with there's 2 huskies loose. And sometimes with huskies, if you chase them, they get more and more riled up. And so, like, they don't want to go back to their owner, but they're still circling. So I'm going to go try to grab them. So I'll see y'all over in Aaron's streams. Thank you so much for joining, and doodles.